Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn French with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. In today's class, we are going to do some questions based on French tenses. As you all know that we are currently doing the revision for CBSE class 10th board exam for the batch 2022-23. Today we are going to do some questions based on the tenses, and in the previous video, if you have watched it, you must be knowing that we discussed all the tenses in one video, right? So you can go through that video if you haven't. The link is in the description box, right? So I'm going to discuss 10 questions here. All these questions are there in typed format in the description box, so you can refer from there. And answers I'll be writing here, and I will be explaining the reason behind choosing a particular tense for a particular question. Okay, so without spending any further minute in discussion like this, let's start with the discussion of the questions. First one, we have dans 10 minutes, il dash partir is the verb au restaurant. So within 10 minutes, he dash partir is the verb au restaurant, to restaurant. So in 10 minutes, he is going to leave to the restaurant, right? So partir should be conjugated in which tense? It should be in futur proche. As you all know, the indicator is there, dans 10 minutes, within 10 minutes, which means that it's near future. It is something that is about to happen, right? And for things about to happen, we use futur proche. Subject is il, right? So it's third person singular. For third person singular, what's the formation? Alle present tense conjugation, it's va, right? And then the infinitive, il va partir. Second one, we have je dash. Like I have tried to do one question per tense, okay? And I have tried to cover most of the tenses that are there in your syllabus. So yeah, je dash en France après deux mois. Aller is the verb. Aller means to go. Partir means to leave. Aller means to go. So the indicator is here, deux mois, 2 months, which means it's a future action that I will go to France after 2 months, right? So it will be j'irai. I am underlining the answers, okay? So irai. Aller is an exception in future sample, hence the stem is like ir, and then we have the ending ai. Third one, we have Avant-hier, elle dash a gâteau au chocolat. Faire is the verb. So day before yesterday, she made a chocolate cake. Faire is the verb, and avant-hier is the indicator here, day before yesterday. Now day before yesterday is not recent past, and neither it's not like a very old thing. It's just day before yesterday, right? A single time event. So for that, we are going to use passé composé, right? So the third one should be avait. Wait. How to do passé composé? You have the subject, then the present tense conjugation of the auxiliary verb, which is avoir, and then the past participle fait, right? Let me just check whether the recording is taking place properly or not, because there could be some issue of the light glare or something. Yeah, it's fine, perfectly fine. So elle a fait, right? Passé composé. No need of subject verb agreement because there's the auxiliary verb is avoir and there's no direct object pronoun here, so no need of subject verb agreement. It's not required. Fourth one, it's in a dialogue form. Okay, it's in direct speech form, not the dialogue. It's a direct speech form. It would. Oh wait, I was about to read the answer. I won't read the answer. Dash bien exclamation mark. Vous avez vos examens, bracket closed. La professeure dit aux étudiants. So étudier is the verb. Étudier means to study. So yeah, study well. You have your exams, the professor said to the students. Now it's an advice, or it can be an order as well, right? And there's no subject, and there's an exclamation mark as well. All these indicators are indicating to use imperative. Imperative is with 3 subjects, tu, nous and vous. Which subject will you choose? Vous, avez was examens, which means the professor is speaking directly to the students by addressing as vous, right? Second person plural. That's why it will be étudier as the answer. Étudier bien. Fifth one, we have le serveur me dit. Again, it's a direct speech form. Le serveur, rather make it le serveur me demande. Le serveur me demande, qu'est-ce que dash hyphen vous, monsieur, bracket closed. Vouloir is the verb. After there's a hyphen and vous in the question, indicating that there will be inversion, right? Not a big issue. Verb is vouloir. Le serveur me demande. Now waiter is asking me something, like if you go to a restaurant, how the waiter would ask, what would you like to have, sir? What would you like to have, ma'am? In that way, right? So what would you like to? Why the person is saying like this? What do you want? The person could have said like this, what do you want? But no, the person said, what would you like to have? Or what would you want? So it means that the person is saying politely, and to indicate politeness while speaking and while writing, the tense that we use is present conditional, right? So we will conjugate the verb in present conditional form, which is stem of futur sample and ending of imparfait. Voudriez vous. Right. Sixth one. Autrefois, il y dash un roi qui s'appelle Vikramaditya. Avoir is the verb. So once upon a time there used to be a king by the name who was called, or by the name of Vikramaditya. Who was called should be the exact translation. So Autrefois is an indicator of imparfait, and there was a king. So having a king couldn't be a single time event. It was a continuous action, right? It was a long action in the past. That's why we will use imparfait here. Il y avait. Third person singular conjugation, avait. Avoir's conjugation with imparfait. Seventh one. Seventh one is il avait mal à l'estomac car il dash. In the brackets, trop manger. Fine, trop manger, eating too much, right? So he had stomachache. First part is in imparfait. He had stomachache as he ate too much, right? Now he had stomachache, fine, but why? Because he ate too much. Eating too much happened before having stomachache, which means eating too much is the action preceding the action having stomachache in the past, which means we are going to use plus ka parfait. It's not necessary that every time you are going to have these indicators lorsque, quand, aussitôt que and dès que. It's not necessary. You can have questions like this as well, where you need to interpret that which action is preceding the other action. Right. So answer would be il plus que parfait is what? Imparfait of auxiliary verb plus past participle plus subject verb agreement if required. Here it's not. So il avait, then trop will come here. Since in the question we have trop manger, right? Il avait trop manger. Eighth one we have après dash mode of voir, je jouerai. Infinitive passé is the tense. Why did I say the answer first? Terminer is the verb. So après dash mode of voir. I will play after having completed or finished my homework. I'll play, right? So after having finished, like in the translation itself, we can make out that it is infinitive passé. Avoir terminé, having finished, right? And après is there an indicator. So après is avoir terminé. Conjugation is what? Infinitive form of the auxiliary verb plus past participle, followed by the subject verb agreement, If required, here it's not. I'll make a video where most of the auxiliary verbs are at the questions, right? Because avoir is quite easy. Like in at the question, subject verb agreement is like a game changer. If you didn't put the subject verb agreement, you are gonna lose marks, right? So this video, the questions are very easy. I will take up to the next level when I'll do another revision video before your exam, right? In that, the level will be a little bit difficult than this one. This is quite easy. Avoir terminé. Après avoir terminé, je jouerai. Après avoir terminé mon devoir, je jouerai. Il aime dash des fruits, manger is the verb. There's no indicator like he likes to eat fruits. There's no indicator like it's in past or it's in future or it's in order. No, there's no indicator like that. Simply, il aime manger. No answer. I won't say the answer. Sorry. Il aime dash des fruits. Now, one important concept here, that when there are two verbs simultaneously in the present tense, the main verb is not conjugated and the complementary verb is conjugated. Like aimer is like complement, it's complementing manger. Manger is the main verb here, right? So the first verb is conjugated and the second verb is not. It won't be like il aime mange. No, both verbs are not conjugated. Only one verb will be conjugated. Il aime mange. Like if we do il mange aime, he eats to like. No, doesn't make sense, right? So main verb here it's manger. So il aime manger. The answer will be simply the infinitive form manger. Okay, and the last one, je veux que tu dash faire un pizza. Faire is the verb, a pizza. So I want that you should prepare a pizza, or you should make a pizza. Make will be the better translation. Prepare is another verb, prepare, right? Faire means to make or to do. Here it means to make. So je veux que tu fasses a pizza. Faire is an exception of subjunctive. So the answer is fasse. With this, we complete the questions, and as I said that the questions were pretty easier this time. In next video, we are going to take a level higher, right? And of course, we are going to revise many more concepts. So yeah, stay tuned for the revision videos. Let's quickly recap which all tenses we discussed here. First one was futur proche. This one is futur simple. This one is passé composé. This one is imperative. This one is present conditional. This one is imparfait. That one is presque parfait. That one is infinitive passé. This one is simply the infinitive form. And the 10th one is subjunctive, right? So yeah, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learn from Anubhav. And if you have any doubt or suggestion, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn from Anubhav. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas que le langue française est l'amour.